welcome back to the FabuPRO YouTube channel. This is Monica. Just kidding. Thank you, Monica, for filling in last week. You are so awesome. I love you. Today, we will be creating a classic set. As usual, we have already had our guest wash her eye area. She is a longtime guest, so she has already filled a waiver, and we also know what she gets, the length, and the curl. We keep that all on track. You can keep it on file in a note somewhere and make sure that you know what they are getting. That way they don't have to think about that. If you see from this point of view, the inner corner of her eye is a little bit more downward than normal, and her lashes are touching the gel patch, which makes it more difficult for me to lash them because we want to prevent the lashes from sticking onto the eye patch. Not only that, but if they're just like crumbled together, then it kind of makes it hard for me to isolate. So I'm going to apply a tape vertically so that it can lift up her lid. That way the natural lashes are not going to be touching on the gel pad or rubbing, and it's going to be much easier for me to isolate. I am going to be working with a doll eye blueprint, and I am going to be using the D curl because that is what she likes, in 0.15 thickness or diameter, and the size is 14 as the longest. I used 13s and 12s as well, and 11 millimeters in the very inner corner. I am going to also be using the express glue because it is a little bit faster, and I absolutely love this glue. All of the materials that I am using today are from the FabuPRO brand, and the link to the website is going to be down below. Once we have the blueprint, we will start lashing. Remember to move from side to side, guys. When you're lashing, you want to avoid the natural lashes or the extensions to stick to one another. And I am going to be using the mini curve tweezers for isolation. Remember, these are my favorite. And if you can see, I am effortlessly isolating thanks to the tip of these tweezers because they're holding the natural lashes to the side, and I really don't have to do a lot of work. If you can see in this area, she does have a lot of teeny tiny lashes, and they're growing. Well, yes, they do grow, but for Larissa, she always has very teeny tiny lashes. Now, this could be two things. She has areas in her lash line where the lashes don't grow very much, or she tends to pull them a lot. I always tell you guys to try lashing the very tiny little lashes if you can, but once you brush, that is gonna determine if those little lashes can hold the extension. Now, once you have a good amount of extensions on the guest eye, you want to make sure that you are doing this very cool trick that is super helpful. And I like lifting up the lashes gently, the kind of like the extensions. And once you do that, those natural lashes that don't have extensions are gonna start peeking out because they need extensions. And obviously they're not as long as the lashes that have extensions. So they're gonna peek out and you're gonna be able to see them. Now, there's gonna be a time, where you are lashing those very teeny tiny lashes. And when you brush, they come right off. That is completely normal. That just means that this person is not able to handle those extensions on their very tiny little natural lashes. That's okay. There's no problem with that. I've always wanted to be very transparent with you guys. I want to be, I want to make sure that I am honest and that you guys know exactly what lashing is. Sometimes the lashes are gonna fall off if you're putting them on very little tiny ones. It's normal, and I mean, it's okay. Like, there's not really a big deal if the natural lash is not able to handle it. You have to determine whether it's the lash that is not able to hold it, or if you're just, doing something wrong in terms of the humidity, the temperature, maybe you need to change the glue. We always have been very transparent with you guys, and we want to make sure that you guys know that it is normal for these things to happen. It's not all roses and baby's breath. Sometimes you are going to have a challenge, and sometimes, it's going to go easy. But you always have to be prepared for everything that happens. Now, once you figure out what may be the issue, if it is the fact that the natural lashes can't hold the extensions, or if it's the glue or anything that may be, you just try brushing again, and if there's nothing falling off, then you have already found the solution. What it may be. After lashing for almost 2.5 hours, I am happy to present the final look. She has a lot of natural lashes, and therefore her classic set looks fuller than usual. Whew, I love my job. Thank you guys so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so that you guys are notified whenever we post another video.